Hello guys, in this video we are going to solve one of the hardest mechanics problem in IBDP. So over here we have two bodies of mass 1 kg and 2 kg connected by a spring and a thread. So we need to find out the acceleration of the two bodies immediately after cutting the thread. So again, welcome to IB360. In order to solve this question, we need to first of all focus on some key concepts. Okay, so the key concepts are what happens when you cut a string and what happens when you cut a spring. Okay, so what happens when you cut a string? Suppose over here I have a body of mass m, okay, so which is connected to the wall. So this is the wall with the help of a string. So this is the string. Okay, so over here if I just draw the free body diagram of the mass m, what will I get? See, this is the mass m, right? So this is the mass m. So over here mg force will act downward, right? So that means mg force will act downwards, and over here the tension that is provided by the string will act upwards. Why it is acting upward? Because tension always acts away from the body. Okay, so that means as the body is in equilibrium, I can write that summation of net forces along the y-axis is equal to your 0, right? So if the net force along y-axis is equal to 0, okay, so mg is acting downward, right, and t is acting upward. So mg minus of t. Okay, so this is the net force along y-axis. Downward is positive, upward is negative. Okay, and the net force along y-axis is what? 0. So that means over here t is equal to your mg. Okay, so that means before cutting this string, what is happening, that the tension upward, that is t, so over here t is equal to your mg. Okay, so this is the condition before cutting the string. Okay, now suppose I cut the string. Now what happens? Okay, so I am now cutting the string, okay, so what do you mean by cutting this string? Okay, I am just cutting the string from here. Okay, so if I just cut this string, what happens is that tension in the string becomes 0 and the string becomes slack. Okay, so that means over here what will be happening is that immediately after the string is cut, the tension becomes 0. Okay, so the tension upward acting will be 0 and the body is released, right? So the body will fall downward. Okay, so that means immediately after cutting the string, what is happening is that the tension in this string is becoming 0. Okay, and the body of mass m, so it's falling downwards. Okay, so in the first condition t is equal to your mg, and in the second condition t is equal to your 0. So that means after cutting a string, it loses all of the tension force it had before. Okay, so that means in other words we can say that the string becomes slack. So what happens when you cut a spring? Suppose over here I have a body of mass m, okay, so which is connected to the wall. So this is the wall with the help of a spring. Okay, so this is the spring. Okay, so that means over here if I just draw the free body diagram of the ball of mass m, what will I get? So this is the mass m, right? Mg force will act downward. Okay, and the spring will provide spring force, and spring force always acts away from the body again. So over here the spring force will be acting away from the body, Fs. Okay, and since the body is in equilibrium along the y-axis, I can write that just like in the previous case, I can write that Fs would be equal to your mg. Okay, so that means before you cut the spring, what happens is that the spring force that is provided by the spring will be equal to your mg. Okay, now what happens after you cut the spring? Okay, so now what I am doing is that I am cutting the spring. Now what will happen? So what happens when I cut the spring is that the spring force immediately after cutting the spring becomes 0. Okay, just like the previous case. Okay, so I can write that the spring becomes slack. Okay, and the ball of mass m continues to fall downward. Okay, so what happens when you cut a string in a spring string system? Okay, So immediately after cutting the string, what happens is that the spring force will not change. Okay, so that means the spring force will continue to act. Okay, the spring force on the spring will continue to act, but the tension provided by the string will become zero. Okay, so let us explain this with the help of an example. So let us take an example. Over here in this example, we have a string spring system. So this is the spring and this is the string. Okay, so this is the block of mass m1 and this is the block of mass m2. Okay, so let us draw the free body diagram of the system. Okay, so that means for the block of mass m2, m2g, that is the weight of the body, will act downwards always. Okay, and this is the string, right? The string will provide tension force which will act away from the body. So it will act away from the body, that means the tension T will be in this direction. Okay, so this is the free body diagram of the block of mass m2. Okay, so let us draw the free body diagram of this block of mass m1. Okay, so this is the block of mass m1. Okay, so again the weight of the body will act downward. The weight of the body will be how much? m1g. Okay, so the tension will be acting away from the body, and over here is the string. Okay, so that means the tension will be acting away, so in this direction T. Okay, and the spring will provide the spring force, and the spring force always acts again away from the body. Okay, so that means the spring force will act in this direction. So this is the free body diagram of the block of mass m1 and the block of mass m2 before cutting this string. Okay, so now what I am doing is that I am cutting this string. I am cutting the string, not the spring. Remember, I am cutting only the string. So that means I am cutting the string from here. What will happen now? So as I have said that when you cut the string, what happens is that m2g, that means the weight will act always downward. Okay, but the string becomes slack. Okay, so that means the tension that is provided by the string will be zero, as I have explained it from the previous slide. Okay, so again for the block of mass m1, if I just draw the free body diagram. Okay, so what will happen after cutting this string? The tension will be zero. Okay, so that means the tension that was acting initially downward direction, so this tension would be now equal to your zero. Okay, why? Because I have cut the string and the string has become slack. Okay, but m1g will continue to act downward. Okay, but the spring force even after cutting the string will continue to act upward. This is very important. Okay, mind it, I am cutting the string, not the spring. Okay, so that means if I cut this string over here, what will happen? The spring force immediately after cutting the string will not change, it will continue to act upward. Okay, so that means the spring force will continue to act upwards, but the tension force that is provided by the string after immediately cutting the string will become zero. Okay, so that means immediately after cutting the string, what will happen is that two things will happen. What will happen? The first thing is that the tension that is provided by the string, it will become zero. And the second thing that will happen is that the spring force will not change. The spring force, that means our Fs, will not change. Okay, so that means immediately after cutting the string in a spring string system, the tension will become zero and the spring force Fs will not change. Okay, so these are the two conditions that you need to keep in mind. So coming back to our original question, two stationary objects of mass 1 kg and 2 kg, one is connected by the thread and the other is connected by the spring. Okay, and the thread is cut. Okay, so this is the string. Okay, so that means the thread or the string is being cut, and immediately after the string is being cut, we need to find out the acceleration of the 1 kg object and the acceleration of the 2 kg. So this is the string spring system. Okay, so this is the spring and this is the thread or string. Okay, so let us draw the free body diagram of the 2 kg block. Okay, so this is the 2 kg block. Okay, so that means the downward force will be equal to your mg, right? So what is the mass? Mass is 2 kg, so the downward force will be equal to your 2g, right? So that means the downward force on this block, this will be equal to your 2g, and the string over here will provide the tension force. Okay, and the tension force always acts away from the body. Okay, so that means the tension will act in this direction, and since the body is in equilibrium along y axis, I can write that T is equal to your 2g. Okay, so now let us draw the free body diagram of the 1 kg block. Okay, so this is the 1 kg block. Okay, so the 1 kg block will have a force of mg downward. Okay, mg. Okay, what is the mass of the block? 1 kg, right? So that means m will be 1. So that means the block of mass 1 kg will have a force of g downward. Okay, and since the 1 kg block is connected by the thread downward or the string downward, so that means it will always experience a tension, right, which will be provided by the string, and it will be acting away from the body. So the tension will be T and it will act away from the body in this direction. Okay, and over here we see this is a spring. Okay, so that means the spring will provide the spring force and the spring force will act away from the body. Okay, so that means this will be the spring force. Okay, and since the 1 kg block is in equilibrium, I can write that net upward force should be equal to the net downward force. What is the net upward force? Fs. What is the net downward force? G plus T. Okay, so that means the spring force will be equal to G plus, we already found that T was equal to our 2G, so this will be our 2G. So that means the upward force Fs will be our 3G. Okay, so this is the complete free body diagram of the 1 kg block and the 2 kg block before cutting the string or the thread. Okay, so now I am cutting the thread. Okay, so that means now I am cutting the thread. So what is the main important factor? Okay, so after cutting the thread, two things will happen. Okay, the tension that is provided by the string, this will become 0. Okay, and the spring force will remain unchanged, so Fs will remain unchanged. Okay, so considering these two factors, let us draw the free body diagram of the 2 kg block. Okay, so this is the 2 kg block. Okay, downward will be the same 2g force acting. Okay, but upward what is happening? See the first condition, tension becoming 0, so that means upward tension will be equal to yo 0. Okay, now let us again draw the free body diagram of the 1 kg block. Okay, so again downward our force will remain unchanged, so G will remain unchanged. Okay, but the tension force will become 0, so that means over here the tension force is becoming 0. Okay, but the spring force is remaining unchanged, which is our second condition. The spring force is not changing. So initially the spring force Fs, what was our Fs? 3G. So now the spring force will be again the same. That means the spring force will be 3G upward. Okay, so that means we have successfully drawn the free body diagram after cutting the string. Okay, so now what will be the acceleration? Okay, so the acceleration of the 2 kg block will be, see, the net downward force is 2G. Okay, downward force is 2G, and the net upward force is 0, because the tension is 0, so the net upward force is 0. And what is the mass of the 2 kg block? 2. So the acceleration of the 2 kg block will be downward, G downward. Okay, now let us come to the acceleration of the 1 kg block. The net upward force is how much? 3G. Okay, the net downward force is G, so minus G. The tension force is 0, right? So that means we will not consider tension because the force is 0, divided by what is the net mass of the 1 kg block? 1. So the acceleration of the 1 kg block will be 2G. So that means the acceleration of the 1 kg block will be 2G, it will be upward. Why? Because the net force is greater in the upward direction. So this will be 2G upward. And the acceleration of the 2 kg block will be G downward. Why G downward? We have a greater force in the downward direction, right? So that means the acceleration of the 1 kg block, so this will be 2G upward, and the acceleration of the 2 kg block, so this will be G downward. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So that means the correct option to your question number 6 will be option number D. So if you find the video useful, do like, share and subscribe, because it takes a lot of effort to make this kind of videos. And subscribe to our channel IB360, where we make new videos every day for you guys. Thank you.